There's this publishing company, Pico Interactive, that bought the rights to Jim Power some time ago. I love Jim Power, and I played the SNES version to bits. Did I ever finish it? No, certainly not. It's tough as nails, but I was still wowed by the presentation, the music, and its staunch dedication to its difficulty level. In addition to releasing the SNES port on Steam, Pico Interactive promised an NES demake was on the way. This was promised a long time ago, and today, long after I'd given up hope, it's finally been released. The thing is, in spite of its demake status, it feels like a much newer game than its SNES counterpart, mostly due to its design philosophy. And don't get me wrong, this NES version was always going to be easier. When Pico Interactive originally released the SNES Jim Power on Steam, they also released a modded, enhanced version. This enhanced version added an extra hit point, removed the reverse parallax scrolling, and generally made things more forgiving. It's clear from the start that Pico thought Jim Power was a bit too hard, so the NES demake being easier shouldn't be much a surprise. I'm going to list all the differences that were immediately apparent from my first impression. Here we go. You have an incredibly lenient charge shot instead of a smart bomb move, and exploiting its short charge time is the key to victory. The hitboxes are working for you. They're your friend. They don't really want you to take damage. You have infinite continues. The levels are cut into multiple smaller levels, allowing for more generous checkpoints. There's no longer a time limit. There are no longer keys to open gates. You can see much more of the stage ahead of you. Health pickups are far more frequent. Jim moves fast and controls smooth as butter. It's still really hard if you're reckless, but all the challenges are clearly laid out and the methods to avoid them are more obvious. Both the SNES version and this NES demake version have stellar presentation values, solid gameplay, and a memorable soundtrack. It's just interesting to see how sensibilities in game design change to present us with an NES port that's legitimately more forgiving than a Super Nintendo title of the same name. A novelty, for sure.